Tensions are simmering in Ladysmith, KwaZulu-Natal. The community there went on a rampage yesterday when they hunted down a man accused of defrauding them in a ponzi scheme.
Yeah, a number of videos have gone viral on social media showing the community burning homes and attacking relatives of the suspect. Now, the man at the center of the Ponzi scheme has been named as Sphelele Mbatha. For more on the story, on the pyramid saga, we're joined on the line by reporter Mlungisi Khumalo. Mlu, what's the latest?
Hi, Plane. Good morning to you, and as well as a good morning to our viewers at home. Where I am currently, we are coming to you live at Ladysmith. Now, if I understand, as much as I understand, this is where the Ponzi scheme was operated. And just behind me, there's a board which reads Bitcoin wallets, creating wealth with Bitcoin. And now it has almost been established that this was in fact not an investor scheme, but it was a get-rich scheme. As far as we understand and as far as we know, we were told that this man, Sphelele Mbatha, also known as Gumza, lured investors as far as Bergville, Ngutu, Umsinga, as well as Durban. In fact, here are some investors as well who came all the way from Johannesburg. Now, we were told that last week some of the investors then made their way to Ladysmith demanding their monies. And he then told the investors that now these offices are no longer operational because the whole scheme and the whole system is now operational, but only online. They then needed to go online in order to try and retrieve some of the monies that were owed to them. And of course, on Tuesday, we were informed that Sphelele Mbatha then told some of the investors that his website, Bitcoin wallets, was then hacked by some hackers, and as a result, they stole all that money. Now, according to some of our sources on the ground, they informed us that some of the monies had already disappeared. And of course, with all major Ponzi schemes, once the monies dry out, those who are the latest investors can no longer be able to retrieve their monies. And of course, we understand that Ponzi is a word which is derived from its founder, Charles Ponzi. And of course, as a result of that, Sphelele Mbatha could no longer pay some of the investors. And of course, we understand that late last night, some of the investors made their way here into Ladysmith, where they ransacked the offices, and of course, they demolished the windows. And inside Plane, you can actually just see a safe, which was also ransacked, and some of the monies were then taken away. The community of about 1,500 people then made to Tekane, where Sphelele Gumza Mbatha is known to have been living. And when they got there, they demanded answers, but unfortunately, they could not find him. And it was the first thing that they did over there when they got there is that they ransacked his house, looted his house, and then they set the whole entire house on fire. And we also understand that there was a young person there who was paralyzed, and during this whole entire fiasco, this person was then torched by community members who then fled. Now, we understand that no arrests have been made at the moment, but we also have been told now that some of the workers that worked for Sphelele are now behind police custody. Now, unfortunately, Sphelele has not been found. Some of the people that used to work for him said he's just vanished and disappeared into thin air. So look, these are some of the Ponzi schemes that we see throughout the whole entire country. With the current economic situation that the country is facing, a lot of people are now investing their monies in get-rich scheme, hoping that they will just make a quick buck. And of course, as they said, it's usually too good to be, if it's usually too good to be true, then do not invest your money in any of these businesses. And what we are told about Bitcoin wallets is that all these people that invested their monies were promised 100% guaranteed money back. And in fact, they were told that if you invest your money into the business, you would be paid 100% profits, which is logically impossible. Now, this was a system that Charles Ponzi used a long time ago back in America. Now, we understand that in a Ponzi scheme, when you invest money, usually the bottom people invest their monies in hope that they'll get returns. And once the Ponzi scheme becomes so saturated, monies eventually run dry, and eventually the Ponzi scheme then collapses, which is why it's also referred to as a pyramid scheme. But anyway, let me just pose a few questions to one of the employees who also worked for Sphelele Mbatha over here. Siyabonga mhlonishwa ngesikhathi sakho. Siyaqinisekisa ukuthi ubongomunye womsebenzi kade esebenza kuleli office. Awusho sikwenzekeleni izolo?
Izolo abantu emini baqale baya eTsakani, ila kukhona bafike baqala bathatha ifurniture, bafika amaphoyisa labo bantu babanjwa bayibuyisa ifurniture. Ekambeni kwesikhathi bafike labantu bathatha isinqumo sokuthi ngoba naku uSigumza akaveli nezimpendulo abatholi, ba decide ukuthi bashise umuzi wakhe lo wakubo ukuthi behlala kuwo. Bekunanemoto yakhe khona lapho nayo yashiswa kanjalo. So ama video aqala agijima la kuma social network.
Ubungisebenzi kuleli office leli siyakwazi futhi nalokho. Awushele bekwenzeka ndaphakathi.
Hala phakathi bekinvestwa imali kanjalo ngama-dates abantu babuye bazoyilanda imali yabo futhi bebeyithola nje abantu imali yabo. Konke nje bekuhamba kahle up until kufika umasipala ke uchaza udaba lokuthi ngeke basakwazi ukusebenza lana, into ekufanele yenzeke kufanele kuvalwe immediately, uSigumza ahamba ayothola indawo enye ngenxa yokuthi abantu la edrobheni bese bebasa imlilo behamba edrobheni ubusuku bonke kubanjwa online la ngaselavena entabeni. So abilungu nabo becomplain ukuthi abasakhona ukulala abantu ukuthi basondelene naleli business.
Ubungomunye futhi nje simple umuntu ofake imali zakhe kuleli business, awushele ukwazile ukuthola imali yakho?
Okokuqala ngikwazile ukuyithola, ngase ngayithopa up ke ila sekuvela khona inkinga, sengithophe up kufanele ukuthi ngithole leko ukuthi ngangithophile.
Imali ade niyibala ngosuhla simbe zibalala komalini?
Sasisebenza ngosuku kwakuba u150 noma u200 rand.
Bese ungitshele imali ade niyicollecta ku abantu hlasimbe nicollecta malini?
Abantu imali sasicollecta kubantu ile mali ukuthi abantu bebezoyi-investa. Kwakwenzeka kube 1000 umuntu expect 2000, kwakwenzeka kube 2000 umuntu expect u4000 in return.
Uphi manje uSiphelele?
uSiphelele akwaziwa manje ukuthi ukuphi, kodwa sicabanga ukuthi umuntu ongekho emnambethi ngenxa yokuthi umphakathi awujabulile neze ngesigameko esenzeka.
Siyazi ukuthi wena bungabanye amatete besebenza la futhi washo ukuthi khona imali yakho oyifakile kuyimanje uthi usale dengwane ngoba awunayo imali yokubulela kini, washele kabanzi ngalokho.
Ngangifayile nami imali, so then kwathiwa soyithola online, but kuhambe kahamba kwathiwa online kufanele ukuthi singabe safaka ama-particulars ethu ngoba kunama-hackers abhizi laphana kule online thing ekuwukuthi besisetshenziswa. So bisaqayekile nathi ukuthi sizoyithola kanjani imali, kodwa ngenxa yokuthi umphakathi usuwenze kanje, I think kuzoba nenkinga ukuthi siyithole imali yethu.
Thank you very much. Now, this is one of the other employees who worked here at Bitcoin Wallets. And of course, he's also an investor as well. He says that he was amongst the people that came here late last night demanding some of their monies. Now, when we spoke to him, he did mention that he does not know the whereabouts of Sphelele Mbatha, but he also mentioned that he's made his way far away from Bergville, and right now he's currently stranded. All he needs is just 70 rand to go back home. And just a closer shot now, you can actually just see some of the glasses over here. This is what the people did yesterday when they came here to ransack this whole entire property, demanding their monies. Now, we were able to see from where we are standing currently, there is a safe inside, but that safe has been ransacked. There's literally nothing in it. And of course, TVs were also looted yesterday, and this office is barely empty. Nobody has been allowed to go in here. And as we understand, police were here early this morning, and they're also here in the late hours of yesterday evening. Now, currently, Sphelele has gone AWOL. He's nowhere to be found. And we are now also going to make our way to his house where he lived. And of course, we now understand that this whole entire house has been torched as people have lost thousands of rands. Now we understand that amongst the investors, the figure that is said is probably like 1,700 people or 1,500, but that figure has not yet been verified by the police. So that's the number of people that actually lost their money over here playing.
All right, Mlu, thank you very much indeed for that report. Mlungisi Khumalo live for us in Ladysmith.